Let's get back to the search for Flight 370. Search crews we know are looking right now in two corridors, one to the north, one to the south. That encompasses a gigantic swath of the Indian Ocean, 2.24 million square nautical miles. So how do the authorities know where to narrow their search in the ocean? And once they do, what can they expect as far as weather conditions? Maritime conditions certainly come into play here specifically, Indra.
Yeah, there's so much I really want to clarify here. We keep showing you guys these arrows, and what I want to explain again and reiterate, this is not the flight path. What this is the approximate location. We could have seen the last contact with the plane. Remember, at 8:11 in the morning, there was a handshake, not 8:10, not 8:12. All of this is based off just that last satellite interaction with the plane. Let's go back to why we have that arc. Why are we talking about these two arcs, right? Well, in order to find GPS, you have to have 3 satellites. You look for the intersection of all of those satellites' loops, and that's how you know where something is at one period of time. Here's the problem. We only had 1 satellite. So with that, now you have this big circle. So why aren't we searching this entire circle? Let's go back to that same arc that we're showing you. Well, unfortunately, of course, there was not enough fuel. So that's why we can mark off half of that arc. So we know it's somewhere within this vicinity. So there's a lot to be searching in this region. But keep in mind, with only 1 satellite, the resolution is also weak. So along this line alone, for just 8:11, you're talking about a 100-mile width anywhere along this point in time. So at 8:11, of course, the plane could have been here, 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 here. That's the concern again. Now let's talk about the terrain. Why is this so difficult? Well, all the way to the north, you have the Himalayas. You're talking about 100 peaks over 20,000 feet high. Then down farther to the south, of course, you have the ocean. So there's a lot of factors to consider there as well. One of those being ocean depth. Now, if you're just in the Gulf of Thailand, maybe 100 to 200 feet is the depth there. But notice what happens as you extend your search. You're talking about depths even as far as 4.5 miles. You're talking about that Java Trench is 4.6 miles. Unfortunately, that's a big concern. And of course, you have ocean currents that play into this. Remember, that arc, that signal was at 8:11. What do you do when you go forward in time? You have to factor in all the conditions that happen in the ocean and where that debris could flow forward in time. And of course, weather, what's going on in there. Also another factor to the north. It looks like 4 now. The system is moving out of the area, so there's nothing to be concerned with to the north as they try and search that region even farther down to the south. Again, still not looking at any weather, inclemental weather in that region. But you can easily see now it's not just the swath they're looking at, but all the things that play into that swath as well.
Needle in a haystack, and then you have to deal with Mother Nature.
It's going to be tough, especially the U.S. is so great at using sonic buoys. They have to listen for this black box. Sea conditions is going to be very important there.
Very important. Thanks, Indra.